freeze-dried meals might be an awesome option for you for either an emergency preparedness backup plan or a backup plan for traveling. I was at REI a few months ago and I was just looking over some of these meals to see if any of them could be safe for my son. And I realized that all of these meals from Peak Refuel are safe for my son and his allergy situation. And the reason I say that is because these items are all made free of his allergens. And as we know, many people have different rules in pertaining to their allergies and whether or not they allow cross-contact warnings or shared facilities and lines. And Peak Refuel has let me know that they do use peanuts and especially coconut if you're avoiding coconut in some of their products, but they do test and sanitize their lines. And so that fits for our allergy benchmark for safe food for our son. They also said that it was allowed for me to tell you that they do not contain mustard in any of these products either. If you have a non-top allergen that you need to avoid too because of allergies, they said to feel free to reach out to them and they will discuss those with you individually to let you know if they are safe for you in your situation. So we as a family are going to do a taste test, and so I'll include it right after this. We're going to decide together which of these are our favorite meals. All of these are made without milk, peanuts, tree nuts, sesame, and mustard, except for coconut. I will make sure to show you the ingredient labels, and so you can decide if these are safe for you. I do want to give a shout out to Peak Refuel and thank them for sending them to us to taste test. Again, this is considered a sponsored video because we receive products for free, but I was not paid to endorse them in any way. So we are going to be giving you our honest opinion of these foods, and then I'm going to purchase some of them for my family. Especially, I'm going to have some of these in our food storage for my son as a backup plan, and then we will bring at least 2 of these along with us when we travel this summer, just in case, so we know he has some safe food available. Again, remember, depending on where you are traveling, especially if you're traveling overseas, make sure you understand the customs regulations of where you're traveling. I know especially the EU, the European Union, has very specific rules about bringing food in, especially pertaining to meat and vegetables. These are obviously not fresh food, but I have heard that some of them may not allow the versions that have meat in them. So just make sure you understand the rules for where you will be traveling. So here we have a lineup of all of the freeze-dried meals from Peak Refuel that we taste tested tonight. And first of all, my impression of the brand in general is I am super impressed by these dehydrated meals. The flavors on a lot of them were really, really good. And depending on personal preferences, we each had a few favorites. Yeah. Everybody unanimously liked the mountain berry granola. It is sweet, so if you are someone who's expecting a very plain granola, this is not for you. It is quite sweet, and it was a crowd pleaser by everyone. The one thing I did notice is the directions on this are a little bit different than the others. I'll zoom in so you can see it. These you just add 1 cup of cold water to, you zip the pouch and you shake it to combine. Even though it rehydrated really well and you had to do nothing to it, you didn't even have to have hot water, it did have extra water in the bottom. This one was for sure a win for everyone, and our little guy said that he wanted to bring this with us when we travel as a backup plan. Do you want to talk about your favorite meals?
I mean, I really liked the chicken teriyaki rice and then the sweet pork and rice. Both of them had really good flavors.
Yeah, I think that for both of these, neither one was curry based. The chicken teriyaki, they're both pretty sweet. They both have very sweet flavors.
This one was a little spicy.
Yeah, exactly. If you are someone that doesn't like any spice at all, like a small child, don't choose the sweet pork and rice. This one is a little bit spicy, and so if you don't like a little spice, you would need to skip this one.
It's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad, but we had 2 family members who don't like spice at all, and they did not like this one because of the spice associated with it. The chicken teriyaki one I did not feel was spicy. I thought it was good. It just wasn't my personal favorite. I thought that
bland.
the green beans were a little weird.
They were like brown.
They looked brown. They weren't as appealing.
Meal,
so. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they took out the water, so it's not gonna be green.
You're right. Yeah, that's true.
You can't expect too much out of a
we are expecting an awful lot. So this one wasn't my personal favorite. If you are someone who really likes curry, I loved both curry recipes. The coconut curry chicken was my favorite out of the entire lineup, and I'm really surprised to say that. Now, I love all sorts of curries, Thai curry, Indian curry, you name it curry. So this is a very basic curry recipe. It's like a universal favorite. This was my little guy's other favorite one and was very pleasing to the palate for a general audience. If you're expecting something spicy though, not that one.
The coconut curry had a really good flavor. It was overall, like, I don't think it was spicy.
No, I didn't find either one spicy. But you also, in particular, like things with strong flavors. You like spicy curry and stuff like that, which is why that wasn't your favorite.
It's bland.
You thought it was bland. Like maybe you'd throw some hot sauce in it or something. Maybe need some chili flakes. This is a butternut squash dal bhat. So if you don't like squash, I didn't really notice the squash that much.
No.
The one thing I did notice about this is that I maybe I didn't stir it well enough. A few of the chickpeas I had, they weren't completely rehydrated.
Yeah.
The rest of it is their lentil and rice. Yeah, lentils and rice. And so the rest of it tasted super good, but a few of the chickpeas I had weren't cooked all the way. The only one here out of the entire lineup that nobody really liked at all was the 3-bean chili mac. And I think it's for various reasons. One, we don't really eat a whole lot of chili. And then our personal preference is to never have chili with noodles. Like none of us, we don't do like a Cincinnati style noodle in our house. And Cincinnati chili, in our house. And so this is one that none of us really liked at all. So it would not be one that we would purchase. So when it comes to ones that we will definitely buy again, for my little guy, for traveling and backup, he said he wanted both the mountain berry granola and the coconut curry chicken, which is surprising. And then for other family members, we'll have the sweet pork and rice. And
I do chicken.
And okay, Brody's going for chicken teriyaki. I did like the dal bhat quite a bit, but if I had to choose absolutely one, I really did like the coconut curry a lot. Again, overall, I was super impressed with them. All of them only needed cup and a third for most of them. Double check your package. Don't assume it's a cup and a third because one of them did require just 1 cup of water. Another thing to notice is that when you are mixing them, it says to mix thoroughly, and that was really important because a couple of them I did not get thoroughly mixed. You could notice, and a few of them, this one, a few of them had like the chicken pieces stuck together, and so they didn't rehydrate fully. So if you notice that there's like a giant piece of meat in your bag before you add the water, you may want to break it up with your fingers first, just because I had to spit out 1 piece of meat because it wasn't rehydrated at all, and that was kind of strange. But overall, I was super duper impressed with Peak Refuel. If you found that the allergy information about Peak Refuel doesn't fit your particular situation, which I understand we all have varied needs when it comes to our allergies, another company you could look into would be Wild Zora. They are another freeze-dried food company. Anyways, always double check the ingredient list for your products before you buy them, and make sure you find things that will fit for your allergies situation.
Go to peakrefuel.com.
Thanks so much for watching.